Hi, peeps. Today I will be making, I should say quesadillas, but because of the thickness, I'll say rotisserie chicken mushroom and spinach pie. Yum, yum. Now, today I'll be using two types of cheese. One will be Velveeta cheddar cheese, and then for that cheesy pull, I'll be using the mozzarella cheese. And along with using mozzarella, I'll be using some baby bella mushrooms and some rotisserie chicken and some spinach. Now that that's done, we'll go ahead and begin with making our tortillas. And for that, you will need a few things. We'll need 2 cups of flour, all purpose, a teaspoon of salt. Then we'll need, after adding that, we'll need a teaspoon of baking powder. And once we add that, we're going to then need a tablespoon of shortening or lard, whichever one you prefer. A fact about the two, currently it's been said that, of course I say currently because it changes constantly, but it's been said that shortening, because of it being highly processed, it offers no nutritious benefit for us. So it's recommended that we use lard instead of shortening, because at least lard offers some type of nutritious benefits. But anyway, now that we have all that together and we put the flour, baking powder, and salt into a bowl, we then put the shortening in and cut the mixture with that. Now it's messy, but I prefer to use my hands to ensure a thorough cut. But you can also use a pastry blender, of course. Right now you can see here that the mixture still looks kind of floury. I know that's not a word in cooking because we're talking about flour, OUR. It's a word when you're talking about the actual flours. But anyway, what you really want is a more crumbly look. So if it looks floury, just go ahead and use a little bit more shortening. You just want to continue cutting in the shortening if need be. But if you do need to do so, just add a teaspoon at a time because you don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, then your bread is going to be, I think it's going to be, your bread is going to break up on you, I believe. I've never done it before, but this is what I think I heard. But now you can see right now the texture is more crumbly now. That's what I'm looking for right there. It's more crumbly. And now that it's the right consistency and has that crumbling factor, you're going to go ahead and add a half cup of warm water to the mixture. You may need to add a little more, so if need be, go ahead, because you could do up to about 3/4 of a cup of water. Then you want to go ahead and get that together, work it out. After you do that, go on around the roll of the bowl, and as you can see, I've cut out the netting part because it's a kind of a longer process. And I'm going to go ahead and, while my dough is resting, after kneading it out, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my other ingredients, such as my three cloves of garlic. I'm going to peel those and go ahead and slice those as well. By the way, with the kneading, I don't know if you all know, it's basically pressing down with the base of your palm and going outward and then folding it towards you. And sometimes you may use your knuckle, at least I do. But it's supposed to be only the base of your hand. But I'll use the knuckle to press down and then switch back to my base of my palm and go. But it's that process, and you do it until it's smooth and so forth. And then you lay it as you see seen here. But I'm done with my garlic. After that, I'll go ahead and I'll then do my mushrooms. And don't forget, be sure to clean your mushrooms well and then dry them out before cooking them. And I'm going to dice mine. I don't want a whole lot of it. And as you can see, I've already done my spinach as well. And now I'm going to take the dough, since it's been over 15 minutes, and I'm going to proceed to roll those out. But before I do so, it has to be on a flat surface. And I'm going to go ahead and lightly flour the surface I'm going to be using to roll out my dough. And the size, it depends on you. You know, how big or how small you want your quesadillas or your pie to be. But just make sure you roll your dough on a flat floured surface. And I also flour my rolling pin as well to ensure that the dough doesn't stick. If you find that you have some sticking going on, just add a little flour to whatever surface is causing the sticking, and then start rolling again until you've rolled out all the tortillas that you need. And once you roll out one, put it in a plate, cover it up with a damp towel, because you want to make sure that you keep the moisture in the tortilla. You don't want it to dry out again. So once you've done all of your tortillas, this is my last one I'm rolling out. But once you've finished, then you're going to go ahead and proceed with preheating an iron cast skillet. Once that skillet is heated, you then want to proceed with cooking your tortillas. I prefer doing one at a time. Some people have a stove like this. You can actually fit 2 of them up there, or 3, depending on the sizes you're doing. But I prefer to do one at a time, because I like to immediately take each one out of the skillet after they've been browned. By the way, you want to do it like a minute or more on each side until you see that brownness there, and then put it on a plate and cover it with that warm towel to keep the moisture in. So once you've done all of that, you want to proceed with cooking your other ingredients, starting with melting 2 tablespoons of butter, as you see happening here. After that melts down, you want to then go ahead and add your spinach. And then you want to add the mushrooms and the garlic to that. Now, some people would do the spinach last, because spinach doesn't really need that much cooking. They feel like it takes the taste away, but to me, it's all good. I like it first. And besides, as long as you get your mushrooms cooked like it should be, you're fine. Okay, so you're going to let that cook a little bit. And while that's cooking, you want to go ahead and take your tortillas and place those. Where's my baking sheet? Place those on a baking sheet and place your choice of cheese on the tortilla. Okay. Of course, I told you which ones I have. I do the cheddar and the mozzarella. And then what you're going to do is take those, and once you put the cheese on it, you're going to put it in the oven. Okay. And that's the mozzarella I'm putting on right now. And let's put some cheddar on there. And don't mind my husband. He's always getting in the picture. Okay. Get that opened. He's good for something, right? And let's go ahead and put that cheddar cheese on there. And then we'll go ahead. That's good enough. I apologize. I hadn't realized that it couldn't be seen. And so I'll go ahead and take that and just hurry up and put it in the oven. I'm just trying to time it right, because when it comes out of the oven, I want to be able to immediately put the spinach and mushrooms in. So here we go. Put that in right now. And remember, it's going to be just for 5 minutes. Once that's done, by the time you take that, once 5 minutes are gone and you take that out, You're now ready to go ahead and remove the spinach, garlic, and mushrooms from the skillet, and then you can just evenly put it over that cheese covered tortilla or tortillas, however many you're doing, and just put that on there after you've placed all of the spinach and mushroom and so forth on there. You're gonna then go and get your chicken. Just put a little bit more on here that looks kind of thin. There you go. And some chicken. That's the rotisserie chicken being placed on there. I like chicken. I like meat rather. And I'm one of those type people, once my meat run out, I'm done eating. So that's why you see so many of it. And that's why it's so big. And I had to change it from a quesadilla to a pie. So put it on there. And once you put all your meat on, then I'm going to go ahead and top that off with some more cheese. Finishing touches of the meat. And now the cheese. I'm going to put some cheddar on first. Do it the reverse. I'm trying not to put too much cheese. Not doing a good job, am I? All right, let's put some of this mozzarella, the main cheese I need on here for that pull. There we go. Just a little bit more. And then once you put all you want on there, then you take another preheated tortilla and just place that on top and place it in the oven. And you're going to let that cook for bake for about 20 minutes or until the cheese melts, because everything's already cooked. And when you're done, it should be crisp. The edges should be crisper than anything else. Just look at that. It is so pretty. I am so, turn on the light for you guys, pleased with what I came up with. Let me just give you a close-up look in a second. If you see, here we go. Just look at that. Look at the pull of the cheese. Yes, that's what I wanted. And the other side, much thicker on that side. All that spinach and that mushroom and that chicken, man, that's going to be something great to eat. Now what you want to do is go ahead and cut them in 4 and quarters. And once you finish cutting it, just go ahead and plate it. Let your husband go ahead and do his thing and take a picture. I know you only see 3, but I gave the other one to my son. And I'm going to go ahead and taste this for you. Okay, here we go. Just look at that. See that? Yes, look at the browning on it and the brown spots. Oh my goodness, it is so good, guys. Oh, that tastes so good. I put my foot in there. And this is my first time doing this, guys. I'm telling you, you want to do this. Go ahead and treat yourself, because this is the bomb. Anyway, that is my time. And this is Shell. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when our next video drops. And until next time, signing out.